completely focused on there. Okay, so I also share this course in the PPT in the website. If you are interested, you can go to the e-learning to see the PPT I draw. Okay, and because maybe somebody there already forgot today we need to come here earlier. So I think our course will start doing from the 3 o'clock, 3:10. So during this period, if you have any question, you can ask me. For example, the lady asked about your paper and presentation. So I just mentioned you all. Next week, we will start doing our presentation. If you already draw your PPT and the paper all completely, it's good. If you cannot, you are not complete your paper, but you can use the PPT present first, and the paper the daytime before Christmas. Okay, so I hope everybody you need to drop your paper before Christmas. Okay, so for example, next week we will have the 1 hour presentation and 2 hour 4-hour course. So can you understand? So maybe 1 hour we only have the 2 students can present because one person 20 minutes and 5 minutes Q&A. So can you get my point? So one person or one team, you know, I mean one person or one team. I'm not sure. For example, the Singapore people, how many people join completely one paper?
One each.
One each. Okay, great. It's much better. And Taiwanese student, how many person join one team or one group?
3 persons.
Yeah. So 3 person also need to present. You can separate your topic to the 3 sections. Okay. So any question? So last time I already talked to you. Your scores will be dependent on 3 things. Okay. One is paper. One is your presentation and Q&A, and the other one. Pardon? Yes, yes. So I hope you can keep well for your study, and I would encourage you. Actually, the study sense is yours, not mine, not teacher. Okay. So if you can pay more your time, pay your attention, pay your efforts, then you can get more. Okay, and after that, it's good for your future. Because now you only study the BA degree. In the future, you need to continue for the master degree or the PhD degree. And after that, what should you do? You need to upgrade your ability. Okay. When someone asks you to do anything, you are more independent, can completely doing your job. I think this is more important. So you need to learn how to enjoy your study. You do anything, it's not for teacher, it's for you, not for teacher. Okay? So any question? Or do you any have? Because now I'm not sure the people already make the record. So any question? No question? I hope everybody you need try to find more question. Okay? So yeah, here. Oh, let's try to show you this. Then I just make this report. Okay, so lecture 1, I draw the Taiwan and the traditional Chinese culture, and lecture 2, I draw the sense, meaning, and the knowledge of the money for the life event. And you can look, most people are very happy. They very handsome. Okay, this guy, yeah, and yeah. So on lecture 3 is about traditional Chinese culture in Asia, the story of the vibration. And I mentioned this before to you or not? Okay, and I also talk the invisible and the visible hand in economics. Okay, and because maybe they don't know about the Asian culture, so most people they are all interested, try to learn or try to understand about the Chinese culture as well. So this is all the different class. So it's very happy. And this is the first time, first day, we went to the traditional Lithuania, the food. I'm not sure, did you eat Lithuania food? It's the potato and the fry actually is quite different. When you eat the potato, how to eat? Make a boat, or like the dumpling, Chinese dumpling, but very big one. And the fry again, yeah. Well, it's very different. Yeah. So this is my story. Okay. So you are interested, you can go to the e-learning, and I also put here. And here I drop this PPT before. So maybe we also presenting before. If you are interested, you can just try to see. And more important is about the one bay and one law in China. So the lady, you went to which country during this period? You go to the Philippines?
Yes, yes. Cambodia. To Cambodia.
And
Cambodia.
what did you find anything from Philippines? How many islands are in Philippines, do you know?
2.
Just to know, 7,000.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so you went to the 2 islands.
Sorry?
The total in Philippines, they had 7,000 islands.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Yeah. You are very great that you already visited two islands. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, but I think you need to go around to see more. Okay.
We will come back.
Pardon?
We will come back.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah, and the other one, and Miss Anna. Anna, where did you go? Miss Anna? No.
Veronica.
Sorry. Alice. So, where did you go? Japan?
No, I just went around Taiwan.
Just Taiwan, okay.
Yeah, I cannot go out because of
Why?
the visa. I have only 1 entry.
Oh,
And you cannot do anything.
so, can you go to China?
No, I can't.
Oh, so your visa is special.
It's a 1 entry visa, so she's just allowed to get in Taiwan once.
Oh,
So if she gets out, she
I
cannot
cannot
come
come
back.
oh, you cannot come back.
No.
Okay. But
You
why
have to go.
the European student, they can go to anywhere?
Because we when at the time we did the visa, we
Yeah.
paid for the multiple visa,
Oh,
and that visa,
Multiple entries.
multiple entries visa, and that visa allows you to get in Taiwan anytime you want in 1 year.
so how much is different?
No, there are not too
It was
many.
cheap.
It was cheap, but you probably didn't know. That
Yeah, I think the fee is not a big difference.
No, there is not a
I
big
think our
difference.
university told us to choose the multiple.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
our university.
Yeah, so you need choice the multiple.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good because I found a Germany student, they went to another country.
Yes, we have been to Cambodia and to Philippines, and then next week we are going to Hong Kong,
Yeah.
and then I will go to Vietnam with my mom that is
Yeah.
coming from Spain.
Alright.
And then in January, when the university gets finished, we are going to Thailand.
Alright.
So-
So you bring a lot of money.
Well, I've been saving, like there back in Spain, I've been saving money because I
Right.
knew that I was coming.
Okay.
Because it's like a really good opportunity for us, because in Spain, a flight from Spain to Cambodia is 800 euros, and from Taiwan to Cambodia is 200. So
Oh.
it's way cheaper. So that's why we have been saving a lot of money, because we knew that we were going to travel.
So when you go back, you need to work hard.
Yeah, or I won't have any.
Okay.
I won't have one.
Okay, great. Yeah. Just enjoy your life. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
You.
So, any question? No question? Okay, so if no question, we just go back and to see, we already mentioned about the theory of money. And next, we will start doing, try to know something about banking system, okay? So the banking system today, I already put all the PPT on the e-learning. So I hope you can go back to see and check the textbook as well. So, I mean, if you have question, we can talk. If not, we just come back to see the textbook, okay? So the banking system, okay, the banking and management of the financial institution. So we just try to see this chapter exams, how bank attend to the maximum of their profit, because the commercial bank and the central bank, they got a different idea. Central bank, they are not is non-profit, but the commercial bank is profit. So how to have a profit? I'm not sure when you study economics, do you know what is profit? I mean, the profit actually is equal to total value minus total cost. Most times we just write down this is I, this is PR minus DC. Okay. So in the bank, how to let the in the bank, how to let the total value increase, and how to let the total cost decrease. And after that, they can get the more profit. Okay? So this is more important. How to let this one increase and how to let this one decrease. Okay? And when I visiting the SMK University, I go to the toilet, but I don't know where should I go. Because their toilet, they have the special mark. One is one, one is one. Which one is female, which one is male?
Female, the right one.
This one is
Female.
female.
Yeah.
And this one?
Male.
No, you are wrong.
Oh, really? I expect you were that way.
This is a man. Okay? This is a man, okay?
Why?
This is a woman.
But it doesn't
this is men? They just try to describe why this is men, because they just look the man's shoulder. Yeah, maybe it's strong, okay? Strong,
And then the butt of the woman.
yeah, superwoman, okay? And this is represent the woman most people respect to her, okay? So this is a woman, and the other I don't know. Maybe it's dependent on, so how about Spain?
In Spain we put the little,
In Taiwan,
like the
you,
little boy and the little girl.
girl,
The
okay.
girl wears a dress. and
Or
the
the
boy-
man is blue one and the girl is a red one.
Ah, yes, in Spain.
Yeah, or have another mark in Italy on a special mark.
I know we are just a drawing of a man and
Just put the man and woman.
yeah,
Or
Okay.
the drawing, like
Okay.
yeah, the picture.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean this is special. Yeah. And do you know how to say thank you? In Lithuania, everybody you can say. In particular, you got a flu, how to say? You got a flu. You always say haching. Yeah, haching is thank you. Okay. So you can haching more, okay? I don't know, actually, I'm very interested, why haching is thank you. Okay, so I don't know, okay? So, all right, so this is represent because the commercial bank, they need to have the profit, okay? And the profit, the management, they would let total value increase, or the total cost decrease. So here you need to try to know T account. Everybody, you already got the knowledge about accounting, okay? So here we also try to see the commercial bank, okay? And they also have the many same principle applied to the other financial intermediary. So you can see. So this chapter, we just try to see about the bank balance sheet, okay? So the balance sheet, we just apply, change bank assets and liability on T account. So here, so you can see, this is we have the some relationship with assets, okay? And the cost is liability, okay? So how to manage assets and how to manage the liability. I think they can get more profit, all right? So we just try to identify the ways in which bank can manage their assets and liability. Okay, it means how to let the assets increase and how to let the liability decrease, and then they can get the maximum profit, right? So can you got this point? So after that, you can see, and we also can list the way the bank deal with the credit risk, or apply gap and the duration analysis, and identify the interest rate risk, okay? And after that, examine of the balance sheet activity. So the first things you need to know about the balance sheet, okay? In the balance sheet, I think we can see first, okay, here. So when you study in accounting, you can draw this balance sheet of the commercial bank, okay? So the left-hand side is assets, okay? And the right-hand side is the liability. So you can see most time we can put this is here we just write down this is about the assets, okay, and this is the liability, okay, and this is we call this is the balance sheet, okay, and maybe you can say, oh, this is special company or special commercial bank, okay, and this is the day, okay, and this is the balance sheet, okay. So basically we drop this information, right? And here we also have write down a net value, and that would be the equal. So this is what we call T account, okay? T account, all right? So here you can check, or maybe this is all we can say this is the net capital, okay? Value capital the same meaning, okay? So and after that you can check all the item, okay? For example, the item in assets include reserve and a cash item, okay? If you don't know, you just try to remember, okay? Because everybody, you have got a knowledge in accounting or not? Okay, good. So, and here also include the securities, okay? Like maybe this bank, they have the American, the government, and the agency. I'm not sure how do you think about the new American president. Are you happy or someone? How do you think a new American president? This is good or not? Any idea? No? And actually, I think this is good election for America. Yeah, because if the lady win, maybe it's not so good. For Taiwan, okay. I'm not sure. Did you got the news from the report or the someone provide the suggestion to her? Say because now American borrow a lot of money from China, okay, maybe 1.4 billion US dollar by American bond, okay, the securities. And someone suggests, say, okay, if American they don't support the Taiwan, and then maybe China can draw away this the American bond, American security. Okay. So can you get this point? It's because now the Taiwan support by America. And if American promise them don't support Taiwan, okay, and then China they don't care about this money. So can you get this point? So for Taiwan, we only say we got a very poor situation because nobody respect to Taiwan. They just want to use Taiwan. So actually, this is unfair for Taiwan. Okay, so now the new president they just consider because now Americans trouble. American they got a higher liability, and American also control in the entire world. So American also got a lot of assets. So the new president they want to decrease liability and decrease assets. Can you get this point? Because he is a businessman. He don't like to be the entire world or the place, the job for all the people. He just consider he didn't like to protect all the people. Everybody, you need to have a higher responsibility to protect by yourself. Okay, so can you get this point? He just consider American army, they don't like to protect another people except American people. So they would let their army go back from Asian country, go back to American, from another different country, because they just consider American pay a lot of contribution for the people. So they want to decrease. But this is only for idea. This is a real situation or not. Because American, why they become number one?
Because of the military force.
Yeah, because he can control everything. Okay, so he got a lot of access. So American, for example, American only print paper, print money. They don't need to do more real or physical job. Then they got a lot of resource. So American US dollar is not only used in America. US dollar also used in European, we call European US dollar. Used in Asia, we call Asia American dollar. So actually, American, they control a lot of real situation. So, for example, they just mentioned list 10 countries. 10 countries got international trade imbalance with America. And then which country he listed? First, China, and the second, maybe like Germany and Korea and Japan, Taiwan as well, and all the 10 countries. Which country is the small one?
Singapore.
Taiwan. Taiwan is small. Singapore is good because Singapore also has an international position, but Taiwan lost international position. So if American, they want to try to do some punishment, try to improve for the imbalance of international trade, which country would be first? Taiwan. Okay, because a lot of people support him, and then he need try to do something for his people. Okay, so he would prefer choose Taiwan to do some punish. Okay, so okay, Taiwan always let the Taiwan currency become devaluation. Try to let the export increase. Okay, so that is the situation. They will ask the Taiwan must try to do some change or try to do some improvement. Okay, if Taiwan say no, then Taiwan will got a big trouble. And the second one, he would like to punish China, but 50% the businessmen come from Taiwan, in China. Okay, so if they let the China export the tax increase, okay, and then the Taiwanese businessmen will got a big trouble because 50% the businessmen from Taiwan go to the China to do the investment. Okay, so the China commodity exported from China to American, they need to pay high tax. So and after that, their cost will be increased. Okay, and then the profit they will decrease. Okay, so that is the situation also not good for Taiwanese business. Okay, so actually for Taiwan, this new president will got some poor relationship with Taiwan. So Taiwan are also worried about this situation. But in Chinese philosophy, this is good. Do you know why? I mentioned before, if we got a good situation, easily to die. Okay, if we got a poor situation, easily to live. Yeah. So we always got a poor situation. We are not so lucky. Okay, and Taiwan always not lucky person. Okay, but what can we do? Nothing. Okay. You cannot only worry and worry. You must face. Okay, and try to consider have any special solution or special answer to solve this problem. Okay, so yeah. Any question? I think you are so young, so you don't worry. Okay, you just worry 3 meals every day. Okay, but you got the higher knowledge, you will got a higher responsibility for all the society. I'm not sure when you study in Chinese, did you got this point? Okay, in Chinese society, we got a special valuation. For example, where do you come from? Malaysia? And when you graduate, what should you do? You find a job? Yes. Where do you?
Graduate from here.
Yes.
Further my studies again.
No. Okay, all finish your study.
Yeah, my
You got and you want to stay Taiwan, or you want to go back, or you want to go to another country as well?
I think.
Okay, go back is right. Because my friend, some friend from Africa, they also got a PhD in the UK, and I asked them, where should you go? They said they just step in the UK. But because if they step in the UK, it's good for their personal. If they go back to Africa, then they got a big trouble. Okay? But I told them this is a different issue with me. For the Asian country, I think most people they prefer go back. They don't like to step another different country. On the person is do some responsibility for the personal. The other is great. We hope we can try to do more contribution or try to do more improvement for our society. Okay, we don't like only consider the personal benefit. Okay, so I'm not sure did you got this point? That was great. So how many generations in Malaysia with your family? Long time ago or anything? How long? Your family or Chinese?
Yeah, all the many composition, like all the generations.
Yeah, how many generations do you know? No calculating. Okay, but the family structure is very strong in the Asian country. Okay, sometimes we remember, maybe we moved from China to Taiwan, we already have the 15th generation. Okay, and every year we need to do some memory or special party, get together. So, what surname you have?
Surname.
Yeah,
Hong.
Hong. Is it same with me, the Hong, or not? You are Huang,
方
Fang.
方，就是大方的方。
哦
一手哎。
Okay, Fang. And Fang in the Hong is different.
Yeah, 方。
Okay, but in the Chinese, the surname actually we have the 5 surname has the same accent. Okay, Ong, Hong, Jiang. It actually it's after that they just try to separate. So in the Chinese society we have the 100 famous surname. 100. Okay, so maybe big one is Chen or Li, yeah, or Zhang. Okay, and you can check. Maybe you have the one Hong, one day you go to the China, go to the Henan state, Henan province, they special temple, they provide 100 special surname on there. Okay, and then you can check, where do you come from, and you can check. All right. So maybe we got a different story. And I also mentioned before, if you go to the scholar in the UK, the scholar also provide a special surname 100. You put a special mark. So it's all interesting. So I'm not sure like Spain or Italy. Do you have any special surname, or how many famous surname you have?
The most famous surname is, in English, is Red.
Latin?
Red, like the color.
Right.
No, red.
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 Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
color
No,
red.
red.
红色的红，就是
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
rosy. In Italian, rosy, but it's
Yeah, so it's famous or not? No?
Yeah.
No, I mean the other one, total famous surname, how many do you know? How many famous?
Famous, more
Yeah.
or less 20.
20.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
a lot.
Okay. And how about Spain?
There's not too many. Well,
Not important? Nobody concerned.
no, yes, but they are not like a typical surname. Well, there are, but they don't have like a meaning.
So do you have a big family?
Well, I don't know what is big. I mean, how many people do you consider is a big family?
No, I mean like do you have uncle, aunt, or anything?
A lot of
The
them.
family structure. I mean the family structure.
Yes.
Can you connect or anything?
We are all connected.
Yeah. So most people like to connect the family structure or not.
Yes.
Right. Okay, we have break 10 minutes and please come back. Okay, so we continue, try to see. If possible, I hope you need to remember all the items, okay? So this is important. So, in the bank balance sheet, you can see in the ability include checkable deposit, okay, and the long transition deposit or borrowing. The borrowing money maybe borrow from the government or from the private sector as well. And the other way is the bank capital. Actually, bank capital, we can separate one independent item actually. But here, they just try to combine it together. So this is special for the liability in the bank balance sheet. And the next, you also can try to see this is assets. Assets include reserves and the cash item in process of the correction. And the next is about the deposit and the other. Maybe this is good for the bank because the bank they need try to do some investment. If the bank they got a lot of money and no use, actually this is not good. So they just try to have some deposit from the other country as well, other banks, and maybe they also can do some investment in to buy some securities, or try to do some loan. Maybe they can lend money to the private sector or lend the money to the government sector as well, and have the other assets. Maybe the bank, they would try to buy some building or try to buy the land. Maybe they can get, this is a good investment for their bank, okay? So we also try to see like this banking system for the bank or the commercial bank, okay? So this is 2014, and then you can check. So here they just try to summarize all the items, include assess, include reserves. The reserves maybe have some required because the government will ask the commercial bank, when people save the money in this bank, the commercial bank, they need to provide some required reserve. Maybe 10% or 15%. It means if someone do some checkable deposit, okay, they put some deposit or save some money in here, and then they need to have the required reserve, maybe 10% or 15%. And the other is belong to excess reserve. They can do some investment or to let the money to another person, okay? Or try to buy some security, the government bond or private bond as well. So all including in the securities. And all can do some investment for the loan, okay? The loan maybe to the commercial or industrial. Or they also can try to buy some real estate. The Singapore people, you want to present the paper is about real estate. Who? Okay, it's good. Yeah. So maybe you can provide more information. Maybe someone you are really interested in, they can do some investment in Singapore to buy the housing or anything. All right. And all have the consumer, like the credit card, okay? They just let the money to consumer, okay? And the other is interbank, okay? Because in the banking system, maybe have some bank, they need the money. So they also can try to lend the money to another bank or have the other, okay? And also have some the other assets. For example, fiscal capital. Fiscal capital is mean like the lender, or maybe you can also can buy some wood. Okay, so when I went to Germany is very big. When we passed the freeway, and I found so many big trees. How to say? So in Germany, it's possible to buy some land by private, or to buy the big wood, big tree. How to say? I mean, like the national park. I mean the park, a big park. Okay, so like in Taiwan, you can imagine we have the more than 70% area belong to mountain. So who have a mountain? All the mountain area all nearly belong to the government, because the government control. So, for example, you want to do some traveling, you go to the mountain area, you want to stay in a hotel, because this hotel actually lender, most lender all belong to the government. And then they just try to rent the lender and make the building and try to do some hotel or anything. So like so maybe we can call this as a fiscal capital, lender or river, or like this is a natural resource as well. And For the liability, we can check. They have the checkable deposit. This account is mean when the people open this account they can use a lot of time and have a long transition deposit or have a small denomination time deposit. Okay, have the savings account. Actually, in a different country, maybe have a different item or different condition. So, for example, when I went to the UK for my study, I bring my money and then I just open an account and then I open the savings account. Okay, but the savings account, their condition some different with Taiwan. In Taiwan, we can have the 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months, or 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, doing the savings account. And their mean, the meaning of the savings account is you put the 6 months, or you put in 1 year, and after that you collect the money. Then the bank, they need to pay your money back and include the interest rates, interest. So I'm not sure in your country this is the same meaning or not. But in the UK, if you open a 6 months savings account, it's more. If you need to use this money, you need to be for 6 months to not. So this is not savings account. So maybe a little different. And they also have the larger denomination time deposit, in particular for the business. Maybe they have a lot of money, so this is larger denomination time deposit. And maybe also have some account from borrowing. Okay, they maybe borrow the money from the bank system, or I'm not sure. For example, like from the government sector, how to collect the tax for government. When the people pay the tax to government, actually the government will become the final receipt, but basically they depend on the banking system. So when you want to pay your tax, you don't go to the government sector to pay tax. You must go to the banking system to pay. Okay? And after that, the banking system all correct or summarize, then transfer to the government sector. So, can you get this point? Or for example, like you have the car parking, okay? You put the money or the car, and then who correct? Or the other way, you pay your tuition. Did you pay to the university directly?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
in general, you need to pay to the banking system.
Okay.
So, for example, in the Providence University, they don't like to receive your cash.
No, I thought you were asking about in Spain.
Yeah.
And in Spain, we pay to the university.
Yes, exactly. So, in the Spain all the same. You pay your university just provide the notes.
We go to the bank and they give us the receipt, and
Yeah.
then we give to the university the receipt that we have paid.
Yeah, exactly. So, when the account, the bank, they receive your money, and
Yes.
then they transfer to the
Yes.
university.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, income taxes, for example, are directly paid from the company to the government without any bank, or
Yeah.
it's a direct transition.
Yeah. For the income tax, in Taiwan, we just deduct per month from your company.
Yeah.
Yeah. When your company, they need to pay salary to you. For example, they need to pay 1,000 to you. Actually, when you receive, you only got 950 because $50 already deducted by your company, and then your company get together summarize these fees, and then they transfer to the government sector director. Okay, so yeah, so I just try to talk. Actually, a lot of government sector or private sector, they need to depend on banking system. Try to collect the money or transfer the money. So sometimes we can try to see maybe have some special account is for the borrowing. Okay, and finally is for the bank capital. So when you're studying accounting, you need to know is the creditor and debit item, creditor item, debit item, they will be equal. Okay, so yeah, so here you can see the left hand side 100 and the right hand side 100. So it's the creditor item and the debit item as well. So here we just have the basic banking. So for example, first when the people do the savings, they just put cash $100. Okay, so like here you can look the First Nation Bank. Okay, when the people save the money $100 here, and then they got the bought cash 100, and actually after that the First National Bank they need try to manage this money. So here when their account they can have the checkable deposit and have the reserve, and this reserve they will have the required reserve and the excess reserve as well. So here the reserve, they need to provide maybe 10% or 15%. This is a required reserve, okay? And after that, 80% or 90%, they can do investment in the future, all right? So here, maybe you can see like here. All right. So here you can find when the person they provide $100 here, and then maybe this is something wrong. This is only $10, 10%. 10% is for the required reserve. $10, not $100, and the other we call excess reserve. So this is the basic, this is only 10, not the 100, okay? And because this only, when the people do the savings, $100, so they have the required reserve rate of 10%, okay? So here is $10. And the other, we call excess reserve. The banking system, they only can use for this excess reserve. So they need try to do some investment or lend the money to someone to earn more money again. So this is $90, okay? So in general, you need to know about the general principles of the bank management. So management for what? For profit. Okay. So here I just try to see the profit equal to the total revenue minus total cost. So how to let your total revenue increase? How to let your total cost decrease? And all the revenue depending on all the assets. So here you can see the first. This is liquidity management. Did you remember what is liquidity? What is liquidity? Did you remember we talked before, we mentioned before?
The facility to convert It was something I said to
Oh, you use computer? It's Anna.
Yes.
Yeah, you use computer, you check the Google, what is liquidity?
The definition.
Is the availability of liquid assets to a market or company.
Yeah. We talked before, more simply is mean, we let the assets become to cash or become to the currency. How long they need to spend or how much cost they need to spend. If the time is shorter or the cost is low, then we call liquidity is higher, okay? And if we need to spend long time or we need to spend a lot of money for the cost, we call liquidity is low, yes.
Is there any index to measure liquidity? So some kind of measurement where I can see, they compare liquidity, or is it just like some high or low?
No. So the key point management. So we need to know, or for example, one day you organize your family financial, how much house do you want to buy, or how many cars do you want to buy, or how many anything, okay? So you need to check how much do you have for the cash, okay? If you are a rich person but you are no cash, but you only have the 2 or 3 house, but how to use? So sometimes you need to keep the balance, okay? I need 1 house, 1 car, and how much the cash or how many situation, and then we call this is the liquidity management. So can you get the point? Okay, so sometimes how to keep the balance, I think is more important. And the second one is assets management. Okay, what's assets? Okay, so maybe have some regulation from the government. The government, for example, we talked before, we have the direct financial system and the indirect financial system. Okay, and most people want to buy some insurance. Okay, for example, we pay a lot of money to buy insurance. And can you imagine, how about the insurance company, how to use this money? For example, 1,000 student, you pay student insurance per semester, $100, for example. And we have the 1,000 student. So get together, 100 multiple 1,000, so we have the $100,000. Okay, and when the insurance company they get this money, how to use? They want to try to do some investment to earn more money, more than 100,000. Okay, and this year, if there's some student they got some trouble, traffic trouble or anything trouble, they got a hit on their body, and then they can receive some compensation. Okay, they can say, oh, the insurance company, you need to refund or you need to provide some compensation for these special events. Okay, so and after that they need to manage. So on the one hand, they need to collect money, and the other hand, they need to try to do some investment. Okay, so this is what we call indirect financial system. Okay, and so it's more important how to earn more money. So how to manage their assets. Okay, and that their total value increase. So I'm not sure in Singapore if we buy house, this is good investment or not. For example, today I buy the house 100,000, and tomorrow I share it's larger or less 100,000. If they can get the more pricing, okay, more than 100,000. Okay, so you can earn more money. But if you do something wrong, your decision something wrong, you buy 100,000, but when you sell, you only sell 90,000. So you lost 10,000. Okay. So sometimes when we do the investment, sometimes you can earn money, but sometimes maybe you also have some opportunity to lose money as well. Okay, so sometimes you need to carefully how to manage. You earn money, maybe you are so happy, so lucky, but when you lose money, how should you do? Are you anything? No? But someone did. When someone they have money or they enjoy the big meal, and when they lose money, then they suicide directly. Okay, maybe this is an imbalanced life. Okay, so for the regional situation, how to manage? Okay, because we are only personal people, we only have the small money, but it's a banking system. It's a big money. Did you hear before about the too big to fail? Yeah, the big. So when the banking system they lose money, but the government just worried. If they fail, then all the financial system all broke. Okay, so the government will support the bank as well. So sometimes we say too big to fail. Okay, so yeah, it's very dangerous. And next, we also try to see something about liability management. Okay, so how much the liability is much better. And next, we also try to see some capital adequacy management. So we would like to talk the capital. Okay, I'm not sure in a different country your bank is a big bank or small bank, or it's unit bank, or have some branch of the bank. I mean the branch bank is mean a big bank, like a mother and they got so many children, have the branch, okay? Or the unit bank, only one bank, okay? But it's a small style, and which style it's good. For example, in Taiwan, we belong to the branch banking system. One big company or one big bank, and the other they have a small bank. It's branch separate, okay, located in a different city. So I'm not sure. In Singapore, do you know about your banking system? Which style you have? Is it a unit bank or the branch bank? I mean the banking system. Like Hong Kong have the Hui Hong Bank, or in the entire world, they got so many branch. Yeah.
UBS.
Yeah. How many bank? I mean the number of the bank. In Singapore, how many? Do you know? Yeah, I know. For example, in Taiwan, 50% belong to the public bank, and 50% belong to the private bank. Okay, and you also can check. Or in American system, American bank all belong to the unit bank. Okay, there's one city, only one bank. But they need to depend on some cooperation or some support for the banking system. Okay. And the next, we also try to see the credit risk. Okay, and because most people they don't like the risk, so they just try to combine or try to organize this for the risk. And the other, we also concern something about interest rate risk. Okay. For example, interest rate. Do you know about interest rate? They have the long term and have the short term, and have the borrow money or lend the money of the interest rate. Okay. For example, if you do the savings in the bank, you only have the lower interest rates for your revalue. But if you borrow money from the bank, you need to pay interest rate, okay, but always higher, okay. And do you know why? Because the bank, they want to earn more money, okay. So you borrow money from bank, the bank will charge higher interest rate. You do the savings in the bank, they only pay you lower interest rate, and then they got gap, okay. So we also call the gap. Or we all concerned about the duration. Duration. How long you save money and when you collect your money, and then how much should they pay? Okay? Or when you borrow money and then when you return the money, and how long you borrow the money from them, and then you need to pay interest, the fees to them. Okay? So we also try to see the story about this situation. So, so here you can try to see when the liquidity management and the law of the reserve. So here you also can see when the people do the savings 100 million, and here they have the required reserve. For example, required reserve 20%. So, and after that they have the 80% can do some investment. All right, and or maybe they can try to buy some securities, government bond. Okay, and this is another their capital, bank capital or the net value. So, and after that they can get this is equal. Okay, so here you can look. Suppose the bank require reserve the 10%, but here so okay. So all right. So and if the bank is able access because this is the 10, but here the 20 is mean maybe have the 10 belong to excess reserve. So deposit outflow does not necessitate to change in the other part of the balance sheet. Okay, so maybe we need to make some assumption and how to create the money supply as well. So here the reserve legal required, and the shortfall must eliminate that. So the excess reserve, they can do some investment in the future. The other story is about the borrow money. Okay, so the cost include is the interest rate pay on the borrow fund. So you just try to calculate. Okay, so deposit the 90 and require 10%. So this is 9 million, and maybe have another one. They can try to do borrow some security or try to do some investment, and after that they will keep the account be balanced. Actually, this is all a similar story, so maybe you can check by yourself. And the second story is about the assets management. Okay, they have the three goals. For example, first they need to see the highest possible return on loan and securities. And the second, how to conserve, reduce the risk. Okay, because I think the safety is more important for the bank. Okay, so when they make a decision, how much should they let to someone, they need to consider about how to reduce the risk. For example, we will talk later. We have the 3C, 4C, 5C, and the 5P. It means we just to check how much should we let the money to you. Okay, which credit you have. So the special condition at the 3C, like the characteristic. What do you mean? For example, a lot of people come to bank to borrow money. How much should you lend to them? Do you have any condition to check? How to check? Yes.
I don't know how it's in Taiwan, but in Germany we have some kind of score that conducts like I see your income, and if you had loans before you get here, if you have a car, if you have kids, if you have a stable job, and stuff like that.
Yes. So they provide a more different condition. Or for example, they concern about the occupation, which job you have. Okay. So for example, if your job for teaching, maybe most teacher, they got a higher credit. Okay. I'm not sure in your society, any occupational discrimination. Okay, if you have good job, then or you can say your earning, your salary is a higher earning, higher salary. Or if you are normal workers, okay, your job is not in regular, okay. Maybe you have one day you have money, but the other day no money. So maybe when the bank they make the decision how much you want to let to you, they will consider specify different condition. Okay, so this is they can reduce the risk. Okay, and finally they also need to have the adequate liquidity. Okay, so I'm not sure for you. For your personal, for example, your parent provide your living cost 1 week. For example, in Taiwan, okay, 1 month. For example, 8,000 NT dollar. Okay, and after that, you just imagine 1 month, 4 weeks, you got the 8,000 NT dollar. So per week, how much should you have? 2,000. Okay? So this 2,000 is mean have a question liquidity. Do you need to bring 8,000 all get together? Not necessary. Sometimes it's dangerous. Okay? I'm not sure when you live in the accommodation. Did you hear before someone lost money? He live in accommodation and take a shower, but their door is not locked. Okay, so his friend just come to accommodation to see him, and when you enter the house, the room nobody there, and then because he take a shower, he just put his bag on there, and have the credit card and anything, any card debit card all on there. And he's not so smart, so the PIN number also right down there. And how should we do? And the people just steal this debit card and go to the post office to collect the money. And after that, he cried to the officer, say he lost money. And what happened? Just check the camera. Okay? Oh my God. His best friend steal his money.
Wow.
Wow. And what should we do at the university? How to judge these things? And this guy fired because he steal money from someone. So the punishment say, oh, you finish, go out, okay? So, but common person idea. Someone did something wrong to catch or to steal money. This is wrong behavior, okay? But the other guy, he lost money. He also need to pay some responsibility. Okay, you got my point. Why you are not smart? You write down your PIN number on your debit card. Okay? Or for example, you just put your cash on the table. And you just leave your money on there. Someone steal your money, and you lost money. Whose responsibility? Shall you pay some responsibility by yourself? Okay? So everybody, we have the higher responsibility to carry our finance, our money. Okay? So can you get my point? So sometimes, some person you can judge all the society, the social event, you can check. Someone did something wrong to steal money, this is wrong, okay? But the other way, why you not caring for your money? For example, you are foreign people, you come to Taiwan, how to save your money? Or how to put your money? You have so many pocket, okay? For example, you have the 4 pack, you have the 800, 1 packet put the 200, okay? Because they can decrease your risk. If someone steal your money from here, but you have another 3, can you get my point? So sometimes in the Chinese philosophy, I would like to talk. Do you know about smart rabbit? Rabbit, do you know rabbit? Animal, rabbit. And rabbit also the smart rabbit and the stupid rabbit. Can you get this point? So in the Chinese philosophy, smart rabbit, they have the 3 houses. Okay? Some hunter want to catch her, it's very difficult. Okay? Because she got 3 houses, 3 homes. Okay? The hunter is difficult to find her. Okay? So can you get this point? When you study in Chinese, did you hear this story before? No? Okay? So you only study the stupid rabbit, not smart. Okay? You check. Okay? So, can you hear before? Did you hear before? The smart rabbit have the 3 houses, okay? And all right, so we just continue try to see asset management, okay? They have the 4 tools. First, they need to find borrowers who will pay high interest rate and have a low possibility of the defaulting, okay? So sometimes we need to do more activity. We cannot only for waiting. Okay, waiting for what? Okay, so we need to try to good partner or try to find the good borrowers. Okay, so we need to check a lot of condition. So I'm not sure. For example, when I went to the UK for my study, I just bring some money and open account. And I found the bank, Barclays Bank, the manager just put a special marker saying, I am a valuable customer. Actually, I was very surprised. You know, when I received my note, and they put a special note to say, I am a valuable customer. So yeah, and maybe most UK people, they are not do more savings. But for the Asian country, most people, they prefer do more savings. So maybe they just look, oh, this guy, why he had a higher by the savings bond, okay? So he just put a mark, say this guy is valuable customer, okay? So like this is situation. And the next, also try to buy securities with a higher return and lower risk, okay? You can do a lot of investment and then you can check which investment, which securities. I mean, so many different of the securities. Okay, so you can check how to do investment, then you can have the higher returns or lower risk. Okay, or for example, do you like to do some investment to buy some gold? Gold. Do you like to buy gold? When you marry, would you like to have some? Is it jewelry? Jewelry is right. When you marry, the lady always put a special dress. Yeah, and jewels. Yeah, I mean the very valuable.
Yes.
And in the traditional Chinese philosophy, we would like to buy a lot of gold. Yeah, put a special, maybe for the wedding. Okay, or put the ring, or link is right. How to say? Someone know? Yeah, and then they all made of the gold.
Okay, yes.
So maybe you also, yeah, so because it represents you are so lucky, you are so happy, you are so rich, okay, and you are so beautiful as well, okay. So like the story. So do you know when we can do investment to buy the gold? Which style, which time you buy the gold is much better?
Anytime?
No. Yeah, anytime is crazy. Okay. When the society got warm, fire each other, okay, and a lot of people die, a lot of people want to scare, like the Middle Eastern country.
But I thought that gold has always the same value.
No, I mean if the society got warm, okay, fight each other, a lot of people die, very dangerous the situation, money not useful. Nobody want to have a note or paper or money. They don't
I
like.
thought you asked when it's better to get it.
Yeah.
But anytime?
No.
Not to use it.
No. I mean a special time. You can do some investment to buy the gold. If the society got warm, then you buy the gold. It's good. if our society is peaceful, the price of the gold will be low. Yeah, if the society got war, very dangerous, because you only have the small ring, yeah, but it's valuable. When you want to take the airplane, you want to take the sea, or you want to take the car, you just say, oh, I got a poor situation, please help me. They say, oh no, you must pay. But you pay cash, pay money, pay currency, they don't like. They only want to have the gold. If you pay the gold, okay, come, like this situation. So I just try to remind you, when you want to do some investment, so many different kind you can choose, okay? Or, for example, what time you want to buy the house is much better. It's a good time, or correct time. For example, from the Second World War, the Japan to attend China, okay? So which area the price is more higher? When Japan attend China, the housing price is higher in mountain area. Yeah, but when the war finish, the housing price will be in the mountain will be the low. Yeah, because when Japan attend China, if you step in the mountain, it's more safety. Okay, so like this is situation. So sometimes we need to find the right time, right area, try to do more investment. Okay, and the lady, any comment?
I think there's some statistics that people tend to buy gold in financial crisis.
Yes.
So, for example, in 2011, the gold price went very high.
Yes.
So it would be a good idea to buy gold when there's no financial crisis, and to sell it when there's a financial crisis.
Yeah, and when you check the data, also you can get a more interesting result. The gold price always is similar with the oil price. When the oil price increases and the gold price also increase, and similar trade, yeah, it's quite interesting. So maybe you also can check. You want try or you want to manage your portfolio management in the personal or in your company or in the banking system. You can try to check. You can collect more information, more data, and to check and how to combine, get together, make your consideration. Okay? All right, we have break 10 minutes and please come back. Well, because we have the 30 students, so each time maximum 5%. Or 5 group.
Okay, it's done in 5
So you have the 6 time for your choice. I mean, you can present your paper first, and then you complete your paper later. Okay? So the later, the daytime, or maybe before Christmas is much better, or end of December. Okay, so we have the maybe 1 week or extend after Christmas. Okay, so I hope everybody we can complete it before end of December. Okay. So the first thing is you can prepare PPT first, but when you complete your job, you just print one hard copy for the paper. PPT you don't need to print, but after your presentation you need to send by email your paper and the PPT all sent to me. Okay? So can you get my point? So I mentioned your score will be dependent on 3 things. One is paper, one is your presentation, PPT and Q&A. The other one is for your participation. Participation including your CV and the homework. Okay, so this is your scopes. Okay, so we just continue try to see how to manage their assets, then can let their total value increase. So the first, they need to find the right person, okay, to lend the money to them, and then you also can get the lower risk, okay, or you also can do some investment, try to buy some securities, or try to buy some stock, or try to buy some bond, or your choice. And then you hope you can have the higher return and the lower risk as well. And the third one is about the lower risk by diversifying. So in general, we would like to talk, you cannot let your egg, all the egg in a box, in a basket, okay? You need to separate your egg, okay? So can decrease your risk, okay? And finally, the balance need for liquidity against the increased the return from less liquid assets, okay? So sometimes, I mean, how to keep the balance also very important, okay? All right, so any question? Okay, any question? No? So this is for the assets management, okay? So basically, if we can do that, then we can let our total value increase as well. And next, we also try to see the ability management, okay? So how to do the business? You cannot only for waiting. You need to try to find your customer, okay? How to find the money. So you can see the recent phenomenon due to the rising of the money central bank. Okay, so you need to know something about the government monetary policy. Okay, and the other, we also try to expansion of the overnight loan marketing and the new financial instrument. So sometimes you need to try to know about the negotiable, checkable deposit. So sometimes you need to try to do some low cost as well. And finally, you also try to have the checkable deposit have decreased in important as source of the bank funds. Okay, so you have so many choice, and then for example, how to find the different item of the deposit and which one is good for you. Okay, so sometimes you can see the checkable deposit, their interest rate will be lower, and then they also have the higher liquidity. So this is good for the bank. They can to do more organization or operation for their business as well. And so here it's more important how to keep optimal or adequacy capital. Okay, so I mean for the bank, sometimes you need to manage the bank capital. Okay, so sometimes if the bank capital structure not balance, sometimes it's very easy to let the bank got a big trouble. Okay, so this is situation. So how much of the amount of the capital should they have. Okay, so we have the special regulation or special formula. So here you can check like this one. So here you can see first thing is for the return on assets. Okay, this is mean net profit after tax per dollar of the assets. So you can check your financial report, and then you can find the net profit after tax. Okay, because the commercial bank they need to pay tax, and after that they can check. So we can calculate. We can have the ROA. Okay, and the next we also can have the ROE. ROE is mean return on equity. Net profit after tax per dollar of the equity capital. So you can see this is net profit after tax and divide by equity capital. So, and after that you also can combine these two formula. So you can see if ROA divided by ROE and how to get the result. You can see if the ROA divided by ROE, and then you can see this is the same. Net profit you can draw away, so then become to EM. Okay, because here net profit draw away. So this is net assets. This is net equity capital, and after that we call this is equity multiple. Okay, so actually these three formula can prove for capital adequacy management. Okay, yes. So this is situation. So you can see actually EM is equal to ROA divided by ROE. Okay, so sometimes when we use the data or use some surveyor, then we can use this formula. Then we can get the capital adequacy management. Okay. So can you understand? Okay. So just try to see the story. Okay. And the next, we also try to see trade-off between safety and return to equity holder. Okay, so it's very difficult to make a choice. Okay, if you prefer to have the safety, you got a higher risk. Okay, higher safety, higher risk, and all the returns the same. Okay, higher risk always got a higher return. Lower risk with the lower return. Okay, so the safety actually they are opposite. It mean risk. Can you get this point? Higher safety is mean lower risk. Lower safety is higher risk. Okay. So in the Chinese world, we also like to talk. If you want to have the tiger baby, you need to go to the tiger house. But the tiger is very strong, it's very dangerous. You want to catch the tiger baby, then maybe the baby's mother will catch you. Okay? So, can you hear before? Did you hear before about the we call 不入虎穴焉得虎子? The mean is want to catch the tiger baby, okay? And you must go to the tiger house. But if we go to the tiger house, it's quite dangerous, okay? So if you don't put or to get the higher risk, then you can have the higher return, okay? If you only want to have the lower risk, more safety, and then you only have the lower returns. So I'm not sure, for example, you come to Taiwan, actually it's quite dangerous, you know. No danger. But come here is dangerous. You must carefully because you are foreigner people. You are more habits. One day you got a trouble. So sometimes you come here, you need to learn how to calm down. Okay? For example, the Spanish lady, you want to go to the Philippines? Philippines is very dangerous, you know. So thanks to God, and then you can come back safely. Okay? But next time you must carefully. Okay? You cannot say, oh, I went to any area, all the safety. No, sometimes dangerous. For example, a Taiwanese girl went to Japan for study, and then she was killed by someone. Okay? And she just go to the 7-Eleven to buy some meal. But at midnight, when she came back to the accommodation, then maybe some crazy guy looked the lady and then want to do something. And after that, they fight each other, and then the guy just killed the girl. Okay? So I hope before 10 o'clock, best, the maximum 11, you need to go back to your room. You don't make a planning or anything outside too late. It's very dangerous. Okay? In particular, you are foreigner people. You must more carefully. Okay? So I only remind you, but this is not happen. Okay? But sometimes you need to carry by yourself. This is more important. So can you understand? So sometimes it's the trade-off between the safety and the return. Okay? You do anything all the same actually. It's not only to buy or to have a equity. Or you want to try to do some investment, all the same. The same meaning, same philosophy. Okay? So the benefit of the loan of a bank by making their investment safe. Okay? And the cost to own of the bank because the higher the bank capital, lower of the return on the equity. So sometimes you need to have a choice. So the choice depending on the state of the economy and level of the confidence. Okay? So sometimes you need to judge by yourself. Which is more important for you, and then you can have the choice, right? So, yeah. So, in particular for the application, our capital cultural costs by greater crush during the global financial crisis. Okay, so sometimes it's like a door or like a key, how to control for your banking situation, right? So here is show whole of the bank capital, then to slow credit growth. Okay, so huge loss for the bank from their holdings of the securities backed by a resident mortgage. Okay, so in particular in 2008. Okay, in American because a lot of people want to buy the house, but actually their ability is not enough to buy the house, but the bank want to extend their business. they just encourage people to buy a house. But after that, because the people buy the house, they always borrow money from the bank. So the bank, they just create a new commodities in the financial marketing, okay, to share someone. So the commodity or the financials, they just create a lot of things again. But their credit is not so good. So and after that, when the people buy the house, they cannot return the money to bank, and the bank they got a financial crisis as well. So this is the big trouble. Okay. So and after that, they will reduce bank capital. So we also talk too big, too fair. So the government also move another resource to support this situation. They want solve this problem, but after that also got some trouble. So here we can look. The banks could not raise much capital on a weak economy. Okay, so they have to tighten their lending standard on reduced lending. Do you know what I mean? For example, when the outside have lending, you have RELA, and then the bank just close your umbrella. You know, the outside is raining, you need to use umbrella, okay? Umbrella, okay? But they say, oh, you must retain your money, okay? So it's look like you need the umbrella, but they just say you must return the umbrella, okay? So this is a big trouble. It's for the financial crisis, okay? So, and after that, you need to check how to manage credit risk. So sometimes you need to try to do some screening or some monitoring, okay? It's just try to provide some example or try to check. Like for example, you can look for the security. We always put some camera, okay? Check everybody. Do you like have camera or not? When you go to the outside, you go to the different area, but the government always provides so many camera for the security. For example, if you go to the Taipei city, the Taipei city, maybe they put more than 100,000 camera. 100,000 camera in a different area. Okay, so if someone did crime or did something wrong, they can check all the camera. So I think maybe in the Germany or in the UK, the same. No camera.
UK is on a different level when it comes to surveillance, and Germany we have strict restrictions about how long camera material can be saved. So for public transportation, for example, it's 3 days. And after 3 days, all data must be deleted.
Right.
And in UK, they have a different system, and they can save data way longer, and they have way more cameras.
Yeah, I think in the UK they are also more proud that they got so many cameras. Yeah, for the London city or big city as well, and then they can protect people. Okay. In particular, a lot of foreign people they move to UK, United Kingdom. They just worry. Maybe someone did something wrong, and not good for another people. So how about Italy? Italy is more flexible.
We don't have so many cameras now.
Oh really?
Not
Okay.
really.
So most people they don't like it or anything?
It's just in the capital or the bigger cities,
Yeah.
touristic cities, but not so much.
So how do you think this is not good for private or anything?
No, it just
Yeah. So
they don't
to spend money on it.
All right. Actually, yeah, you are right. Actually, the government they need to spend a lot of money.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for this equipment, actually it's not expensive and it's not cheap. Very expensive. Yeah. Okay. So this actually is like the camera to check monitoring or enforce of the restrict the convenient. Okay. So we can check. Maybe they are not happen, but they just try to protect. One day they happen, and the government how to do or how let the risk decrease. So and after that, they also need to concern. They need to separate something about the long-term custom relationship or the long committing or correct and compensating balance, or also have the greater ratio. So they just try to let how to discrete or how to separate for the risk. Okay, so sometimes if for example for the long-term customer relationship, how to keep the long-term custom, I think is more important. Okay, because for the long-term custom, they can be deep for each other. So this is good for the banking system. So sometimes we need, if you own a job in a bank, you need try to find a long-term custom, and you got the more safety, or we can believe for each other, and then they can get more money in the bank. Okay. All along commitment. I mean, sometimes we need to check. I'm not sure. In your society, if someone buy a house, how long they can make their contract? For example, in Taiwan, if your earning is not so high, maybe you want to buy a house, but you need to borrow money, maybe 60% the money from the bank or the building society. And then how to manage, how to refund, how to return this money. Okay, so maybe they can say, okay, 1 year or 2 year or 10 year, 20 year, and the maximum 25 years. So the maximum total, you borrow money. After 25 years, you must return completely. Okay. So how long in your housing, in your society? Fun. Yeah. If you want to buy a house, you want to borrow money from bank. How long can you borrow? As 10 year or 20 year or anything?
I think it's 10 years, right? If you have to buy a house.
Yeah.
Depends on how much the loan that you have.
No, I mean the contract. How much money is not important. It's depending on your salary, your earning. Yes, yeah, and then you can calculate. So maybe or before marriage you buy, and after marriage you have double salary. Then it's easy to return. Okay, so maybe you just try to manage, and the bank just provide some special offer for you. Okay, maybe they say, okay, if you can return earlier, then they only ask a lower interest rate. If we want to extend more time, they will ask you higher. Yes, exactly. So yeah, that is the situation. And so here, you also can see about the interest rate risk. So they just try to separate different customers. For example, You want go to bank to borrow money, or your parent go to bank to borrow money, or the other one businessman want borrow money. Do you know it's equal or not equal? I provide one example. One, you're a student, no earning, no money. So when you go to the bank, nobody like, in equal, actually in equal. And if you're a parent, rich person, and most the bankers, they all see or recognize your parents. And then they will, oh, you are VIP, please follow me. I had a VIP. What do you like to drink? Or coffee or anything? Okay. But if you are a normal customer, no coffee. Okay. So I mean, how to become the VIP? Okay. So this is the, and the other way is more important is about the how to provide the good treatment for you or good condition. If you, for example, he do a lot of savings in his bank, and then they will provide some special offer. So here they need to calculate something about the fixed rate liability and rate sensitive liability. Okay, they need to check all concerned about their item, their structure. For example, they just try to check in rate sensitive liability include variable rate checkable deposit. And the second is about the money marketing deposit account. These two accounts belong to rate sensitive liability, and the other belong to the fixed rate liability, including checkable deposit. This is fixed, and savings deposit, long-term checkable deposit, and equipped capital. These four things all belong to the fixed, the rate liability. And actually, for the assets, the same. For your assets, you can check which one belong to the rate sensible assets, and which one belong to the fixed rate sensible. So sometimes it's just try to check for all the detail. So I'm not sure for your personal, it's possible you also can judge or just separate some assets belong to rate sensitive, and some belong to the fixed rate. Can you imagine? For your assets, for your liability, you also can separate the different style. Okay? So, for example, you come to Taiwan, you enjoy a lot of meal, and you bought a lot of things, but when you go back, you want to take the airplane, but the maximum, how much kilo can you bring? 20 or 25 or 30? No, 40. 40 is too much. Or really, which airline you have? No, for example, if you are business car or business class or economic class, in economic class, you maximum you only can bring 25. Okay, 25 is maximum. But you found Taiwan all things is quite good. You want move back, but maybe they cannot promise. So you need to drop something aware. What you want to drop? You buy a plate, buy a boat, buy anything. But after that you consider, this book not so good. Throw away. Money and banking book, okay? This is not useful, I don't like to use. Also I study it, okay? So you need to throw away. and then you consider which one is rate sensitive. Okay, maybe you say, oh, this one is valuable, or I need, so I need to keep it. And the other way, maybe it's not useful. So your luggage from 40 kilo, okay, and then you need to throw away something, okay, until 25 kilo. So can you guys show me? So for our real life, actually, the similar, the same. What can you bring back? You are normal people. So what is more important for real life? Like the last time I told a story for you, okay? You have a good membership, 50%, and after that you draw away, and after that you only have the parent, children, and your partner. And after that you make a decision, draw away parent, and next draw away children. And finally, you only find out your partner cannot give a good relationship with you long time. Okay? But one day you need to say goodbye with your partner. And what do you need or what you left in the world? Okay? So actually similar. So sometimes we hope we can do some good sample, good spirit in the real world. Okay? So just enjoy our life. We cannot bring anything back, okay? So maybe for the you can look fixed rate in the bank include reserve, long-term loan, and long-term securities, because this is all stable, and this is more changeable, okay? So you just how to keep the balance. How much assets belong to changeable, how much assets belong to the fixed, okay? And then for your liability, maybe the similar, okay? So sometimes we only have some fixed liability, and also have some changeable or sensitive the liability. So finally, we also try to see the gap and the duration analysis. So the basic gap, we can try to see about the sensitive assets and the sensitive the liability. Okay, so I'm not sure. Basically, we need to keep more stable. Okay, so here we just try to calculate about this is delta. This is delta is means change. Okay, change in interest rate, change in bank profit. So because the bank they want to earn more money, but how to show they can have more money? So here they just use this formula, try to check or try to calculate how much can you earn for this bank, right? So this bank just try to calculate in rate sensitive assets minus rate sensitive liability. Okay. Actually, this you can see. Actually, this is represent sensitive the earning or sensitive the value. Okay. And after that, they also try to see how to get for the interest rates. So finally, they can find all the profit they will possible to have. Okay. So and after that, maybe they also can use another calculation by the maturity back approach or the standardized gap analysis. Okay, so if it's possible, you can go back to check the e-learning and to check this situation. So And the other way, we also try to calculate about the duration. Actually, the duration is mean from start period to end period, and how long they have. So we can calculate about the duration. And the duration is not only in finance, we also can use in the biostatistics. For example, we can transfer this idea to medicine. We can call health economics. We also use the duration analysis. For example, someone got a year, and how long they can complete a recovery. Okay, so how long? Someone got a cancer. Okay, and how long they can survive, or how long they would to die. Okay, and then we also have the start period and the end period, so we can check the duration of this event, and then we can try to see the probability to get the result. So here we just try to conserve. If we calculate the weight average duration of the financial institution assets and the ability, and try to find how net worth responds to a change in interest rates. Okay, so sometimes you can find the trade always change. For example, like here. For example, I'm interested in try to do some investment, try to buy some gold. Okay, so here you can see the gold, the situation from the August 8th to the November 14th, and then you can see this is the buyer price, this is the share price. And then you can see have a gap. Okay. If you have some gold want to sell the bank, then they only provide this price for you. And you want to buy the gold from the bank, you need to pay this higher price. And then this gap actually is their profit or their revalue. And then you also can see how long. This is during 3 months. Okay, so and after that, I think now this is the good point to buy. Okay, or you also can check this is only for 3 months, and maybe I prefer to check how about 6 months. Okay, so when you want try to do some investment, you need to check. Okay, this is during 6 months from June. Okay, the price on the June, and then this is the November. So you also can check. Oh, this is their change trade. Okay, or you want to extend, you consider long time, you just consider 1 year. So here you can check. If we consider the 1 year, this is the from last year, and then you can see. So now, I hope if the price can go down until here, maybe it's much better. So sometimes you want to try to do more investment, you need to check by yourself. Okay, so this is try to do some investment. So I mean, when you make a decision to buy, you need to at the low price. And then if you find the price increase to higher price, then you can share. And after that, you can earn the money. Okay? So I think this is important for our real life. Okay, we have break.